Welcome to my channel. This is going to be my first video, just talking about what I've got in my golf bag for 2025. Well, the end of 2025. I just want to talk about some bits that I've got in there you may find interesting, some clubs that are definitely going to stay, and some clubs that I may be looking at changing out. If you have any suggestions about the clubs I should switch out, then let me know, and let's get stuck in. Cool, so I'm going to start at the bottom of the bag. I've actually got two putters in there in a minute. Got the Gamer, which is my Ai One 2 with a white hot insert in it. 35 and a quarter, I believe 1 degree flat, if I remember, if I ordered it correctly. And the reason I've gone with this grip, which again is a grip I haven't used for years, is I used to copy Jordan Spieth, and I've gone basically back to that. So left hand low, same grip, and just feels good. Gamer before that, and it doesn't really want to go away, is my Ai One 6T. So same length, same lie, milled insert rather than the white hot insert. You'll also notice neither of them have head covers. I've lost this one. My best friend's lost this one. Never found either of them. So if anyone wants to send me a head cover, that'll be good, or I'll just order a new one. So it's not a problem at all. So if we go to the wedges, I've got Opuses in 50, 54 and 58. 58 has been bent to 61 purely because I was struggling to not hit chips too far. Lofts on these worked well with the gapping from my irons, but I should have ordered a weaker lob wedge. I really like these wedges. I had the Raws before them, which I weren't the biggest fan of. I think it was just the rusty face, but these have been the best wedges I've probably had in my life. I want to say, are my favorite ones anyway. They're also doused in lead tape. I mean, I could say it's to make the heads way heavier, but really it's because I just like how lead tape looks, and it's kind of become my personality trait now, so I can't really get rid of it. I mean, it does make the head feel heavier. I do like that, but the main reason is because I think it looks cool. Now, if I go into my irons, I've got these Apex CBs from 5 iron to 10 iron pitching wedge. Forgot to mention, shaft wise, same as the wedges, I'm in the Project IO 65s, and then with the irons I've got these yellow iomics on them. I mean, I probably need to switch them out now because they were bright yellow. They're starting to get a bit black. Yeah, just a really nice looking iron down with the ball. IO is a new shaft for me. I've only used it in the last year or so. Before that, I was in C-Taper 115, and before that, I was always in Project 65. C-Taper 115 was an eye-opener for me because it was just a lot lighter, and I liked how that felt. So Callaway couldn't get me in a C-Taper, but they could get me in an IO, and that's where I landed on. Spec-wise, I'm ½ inch longer, and I am standard in line or just 1 degree strong, like I mentioned. Then a 4 iron is part of the same set, but it's the Apex Pro. Same shaft, same grip, same length, same lie. Reason I've gone Apex Pro is it gives me a little bit more punch, for lack of a better word. You don't strike 4 irons great all the time, or I don't anyway, and this gives me a bit more forgiveness on offset hits, keeps my gap, my 5 iron up, and then if I do flush it, so the gap's a little bit bigger than my 5 iron, but it sits closer then to the other options further up my bag, which seems to help me out on the golf course. Now, as we go to the top of the bag, this is where I have a bit of a dilemma. So I've got 4 options. I've got 3 of them currently in my bag. The other one's in the boot of my brother's car because we're not getting on. Me and the club, not my brother. Now, if I start with a 3 iron, I've got an old Epic Pro 3 iron with my favorite shaft, the C-Taper Elyte 115X, multi-compound grip. The reason I've got this in my bag currently is I like using off the tee. It was a bit of an experiment, to be honest, but it just fills me with confidence off the tee. And because I've added a magical strip of lead tape, it can also launch it pretty high. Whether that's having any influence or not, I doubt it. But it has been a really good club for me, and it's made my decision of what I want to do at the top of the bag a little bit more difficult, because then we move into what is my favorite club in my bag, my Apex U-Wood. So I've got this in 17 degrees. It's the unpopular U-Wood. That's the right way to describe it. The first one was sort of like a cult classic. I missed the boat on that one. When I ordered this, this was the option that was available to me, and I love this one. This has kind of become my 3-wood. It's a 17 degrees. It's in a Tensei 1K black 85X, and then tall velvet extra 3 layers of tape. It almost reminds me of a old-fashioned, I'm saying old-fashioned, like a 2010 2005 3-wood in a way. It's just a gloss head, small head shape, ones that come out like a 15-degree 3-wood if you want to hit it that way, and it can come out like a 5-wood or even close to a 7-wood if you want to add some loft to it. So this club is the one I really want to take out of my bag. The only downside for me a minute is it's wanting to sit really close to my 3 iron. But the 3-wood is the one that's in my brother's car, which obviously travels further than my U-wood, travels further than the 3 iron, but I've never been a good 3-wood player. Reference, it's a Elyte triple diamond 3-wood in a Tensei white 75X. Top bag, the big dog. I mean, you probably know what it is already because you can see the head cover, but it's an Elyte triple diamond, 9 degrees, set standard, Torre DI, yeah? Torre DI 6 extra stiff. I've got it down to it's at 44 3/4, and then we've got a lambkin crossline cord, 4 layers of tape on this one because I wanted a fatter grip on the driver. Obviously a lead tape obsessive, I've got it in the toe. Reason for that is it gives me the confidence that I'm going to fade the ball. Does it work? Not really, but again, I can't really take it off now. Had the AI Smoke before it, which was my favorite driver I've ever had. This is a better driver. It's just the AI Smoke for me spun a little bit more, which I know sounds counterproductive. It doesn't really necessarily go as far, but I did find a lot more fairways with that. This again is more of a true triple diamond. I've got the weight in the back, but it just wants to spin a little bit lower. So when I hit this well, I do get my longer balls, but I'm not married to staying in this. If I can maybe get another AI Smoke head, I may just do that. But yeah, love this driver, but I want a bit more spin. And then what I've got in my bag, I've got my shot scope, which is my Bushnell. You are 3 yards away from me, but it's good. It's got slope. It's a pretty basic launch monitor. It's a pretty basic Bushnell laser. And then I lost my nice Callaway towel the other day, so I've got a Shooters Hill golf club towel, which is also right next to where I live. It's actually really nice if you haven't played there before and you're in the area. And then ball wise, hasn't been consistent this year. I started off in Chrome Tour and then Pro V1X. Now I'm in Pro V1, preferably 8s, but I'm not playing well enough to buy 8s all the time. So currently it's just the 25 Pro V. And then if I'm playing in anything, then I will get some 8s. Anything else in my bag? Yeah, so I've got this as well. It's just some Impact Detect strike spray. So when I'm practicing, just leaves a mark on the face, just to check where the strike is. And then lastly, I forgot the bag itself. Lloyd Hands Williams. Again, the guys at Hensel sorted this out when I was there. Kindly again. They observed that I talk my hands a lot. So they thought that this would help me not do that, which obviously hasn't worked. But yeah, again, they were awesome to let me have this bag, and we sorted the clubs out as well, which was great. And yeah, that's my golf bag for the remainder of 2025. It may look different coming into 2026, but we will see. And yeah, if you have any ideas on what I should do with the U-Wood 3-iron, 3-wood, any club solution dilemma, then let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.